Hello, and welcome to the Piper Harris Coaching Podcast, where I share how you can rebuild your ruins, find growth, freedom, and fulfillment in your life. Through my podcast, we dive into topics surrounding women, couples, positive psychology, Christianity, shifting your mindset, and how to overcome behaviors and thoughts that are holding you hostage in your life. My name is Piper Harris, and I use my over 20 years of experience as a mental health counselor, coach, business owner, wife, and mother to dig into deep and complex issues that you're facing and empower you to overcome and harness the courage to chase after your best life. Thanks for joining us today, and welcome to the Piper Harris Coaching Podcast. Hey there, and welcome to today's podcast. So today's going to be a little bit different. For those of you that typically have listened to me over the years, I usually do some end of the year wrap ups, and this year is going to be a little bit different because I'm inviting my kiddo, my youngest, Colt, to join us today. He has finished his finals, yay for him. So he's got a half day, and he has always expressed interest in doing a podcast with me. So I thought, what a great way to get a perspective from him on how the first part of his school year went. And we can kind of have a roundup for the year from a middle schooler's perspective. If you typically watch this online, you'll notice that there is no video along with this. I am protecting my son's images because, well, we know there's people out there that like younger boy images, and I'm not going to take part of that. Ew. So anyway, if you've got kids that are in middle school, I would invite you to invite them to listen in. This might be a really great opportunity for you to have a conversation with your kids. And again, it's something that I do every year for myself, thinking about how the year went or the half year went, what my goals are for 2022. And I thought, what a great opportunity for Colt to have a conversation with me about this. So Colt, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Colton. I'm 12, and I do cross country, and I'm a student ambassador at my school. And in my off time, I just like playing video games.
Yeah, you do like video games, don't you? What's your favorite video game so far?
Fortnite.
Yep. Always Fortnite. I saw Dwayne Johnson is on Fortnite now.
Yeah, it's not a good skin.
It's not a good skin.
No.
Okay, whatever that is, people. So, Colt, you kind of heard what I was talking about. So let's kind of jump in. Tell me about the top 2 to 3 highlights of this first part of your school year.
Well, my number one highlight's probably got to be my midterms, because I was really worried about them like all week, and I got A's on every single one of them. And then my second one was when I got the email to become a student ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really very excited about that because I didn't know I was going to get it because there's like 50 kids.
So tell everybody what's a student ambassador?
Basically we represent the school, and we get this is a tradition at our school where the 6th graders who are from 5th grade and the Rising Sisters, we tour them around the school. So the ambassadors are the ones that do that.
Okay, because you're in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So if you think about this whole last year, 2021, what do you think out of this whole last year has been like the biggest thing that you've grown on?
Just my relationship with God.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us about that.
Well, I've always been Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I felt like I was treating it more like a title than an actual thing.
Oh, okay. Tell me more about that.
When I went to church, I felt like I'm not being as connected as God as a Christian should be.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Bible camp, and it just completely changed me, especially like the dinner sermon, and it blew my mind, and I think I haven't changed ever since.
Okay.
Well, I have changed, but you know what I mean.
Well, tell me what does a Christian middle schooler look like for you? Like how what's that change been in you?
I just feel like I think about what I do more, and I feel more thoughtful about what I do, and I start to see the problem with things. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying I'm super negative when it comes to that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when you see like peer pressure that happens to kids every day, you see the problem in what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you're saying that you're better able to think things through before reacting?
Yeah.
Okay. And so then you're just better able to what, like?
I don't feel as lonely, you know?
Oh, okay. So you're feeling less loneliness because your relationship with Jesus is better.
Yeah.
So if someone your age is listening to this and they're like, I totally don't get what Colt is talking about, how would you encourage them to try to figure it out?
Well, how you would figure it out, just dive into some scripture. If you ever feel like, well, I'm confused. Well, there's this saying that says, you know about me, but you do not know me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just taking the time, like every night, getting to know God, and just not saying, well, I'm Christian, but you should not only actions are more powerful than words,
Mm-hmm.
and words mean a lot too.
So why do you think it's?
And don't be kind. You can be kind to people wherever you go.
There you go. So showing kindness.
Yeah, and here's something that's going to be hard for all of us, and trust me, it's taken a long time for this. Don't try to think bad thoughts. And I know it's really hard because we're human, but what always helps me when I'm thinking about something, saying something, or thinking something, because God's right next to us, right? So always, make sure that you know that God's right next to you. So would you say that in front of God?
Okay, so you're saying that you imagine God like physically being next to you, and that's kind of like me standing next to you as like a parent saying, hey, would I say this if mom was in the room or dad is in the room?
Yeah.
So does he make you feel loved like a parent?
Yeah.
Okay, how so?
It just feels like you feel like you don't deserve it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because it's just like we all sin, and we've all made some really bad mistakes in our life, but then God comes up and goes, hey, you did all this, and that. I still love you, you know, and I forgive you. So kind of like that.
So you said, I want to go back to, you said dig into scripture. What if somebody doesn't have a Bible? What if they don't know how to read the Bible? What are some other options?
There are a bunch of options. Number one, you can always go to church. And if there's not a church in the area, then, if you have a phone, there's a really good app called Bible app.
The YouVersion app?
Yeah, the YouVersion. And you can get scripture daily. You can get all of that. And if that doesn't work, go to somebody at school who you know is Christians. Ask them, hey, could I borrow your Bible for a little bit?
Or what about having a conversation? Would you be comfortable having a conversation with somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying one of your greatest growth things this year has been that you went to Bible camp.
Yeah.
And it really changed you, and you dedicated your life to Jesus. You got baptized this year. Yeah. Okay.
And I finally understand the Holy Trinity. It's been a long time.
That's super confusing, right?
It doesn't confuse me at all anymore.
Good. That's good.
But how I kind of remember it is that, the thing is Spider-Man, right?
Oh, okay. Yep, Spider-Man.
So Peter Parker is the photographer for the Daily Bugle. He does that.
Okay.
Now there's Peter Parker, who's a college student. He's learned. And then there's Spider-Man.
So you're saying there's the photographer Peter Parker, there's the college student Peter Parker, and then there's Spider-Man Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So there's three.
But one,
because he's all Peter Parker.
Yeah.
That is a really good image for us to understand what the Holy Trinity is.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are thinking about going into next year, 2022, what are some of your goals for this next part of the year?
Number one, try to be more connected with God. And number two, I just want to keep good grades and make new friends. You know?
It's hard in school, isn't it?
And I'm all for making new friends, but I want to keep friends too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you think some of the biggest challenges are for a middle schooler?
Probably peer pressure in daily environments.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's spoken and sometimes it's unspoken. So you don't know. And sometimes you won't even notice it.
Yeah.
Like, it's unspoken, but it's just, there's a lot of different stuff that's against what it says in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to list it on the stream because I might offend someone.
Right. No, I understand that.
But basically, I just feel like the hardest thing for middle schoolers is just being who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I say that, not people telling you who you are, but being who you are. Like, let's just say, I don't know.
Well, let's take, for example, you tell me, one of the big changes you noticed in middle school was, all the cussing. That you're like, holy moly, there's a lot of cussing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta notice, well, it's just, you shouldn't say that kind of stuff.
Right.
And if everybody else saying it, you still shouldn't say it.
Mm-hmm.
This is an exaggeration. But let's just say, let's just go back to the 1945.
Okay.
1940s.
Okay.
And we're in Germany.
Colton is my history buff, y'all. I have no clue. So he's constantly teaching me.
We're in Germany.
Okay, we're in Germany.
And everybody's so doing a whole Nazi kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But us.
Uh-huh.
Does that make it right?
So you're saying that
just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean it's right.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's a really good perspective. Okay. So, if you could leave middle schoolers with one piece of advice going into next year, what would it be? I
want you to just take a minute every day and spend some time with God. Try to go to church as much as you can because God will help you through middle school. And honestly, that's just what has always helped me in middle school. And of course, you always just always be yourself no matter what people do.
Good. Okay. So, with our kind of our podcast together, what are some issues you think that are difficult for middle schoolers, like when it comes to academics?
Academics, well, a lot of kids, I think this frustrates us all, and I feel like if y'all are new nerds in the audience like me, well then you'll know exactly how this feels. Your teacher's teaching and you're trying to study, and then you got the moron in the back screaming.
Well, that's not nice to call a name.
Well, not a moron.
Right, but somebody in the back.
Somebody who's not very nice.
That's not, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel like when that happens, just try to block everything out. Just zone out. And I feel like the other biggest distraction is the tests. And I know that sounds like test isn't a distraction. Well, do you learn really a lot from a test?
Well, but how are they supposed to figure out if you've learned?
They don't have to give you tests, though.
Well, I'm
talking about the milestones.
Oh, okay.
Do we need
so you're
milestones?
saying standardized testing?
No, I don't think we need standardized testing. I think we just need normal testing.
Oh,
because standardized testing, there's been like an uppage in stress.
Yeah.
When it comes to standardized testing.
Yeah.
And it's always nuts those days.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of the problem at school is that it's kind of like, when you get, let's just say you get a bunch of bananas.
Okay.
If one banana goes rotten, do you throw out the whole bunch?
Well, you shouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, at school, I think one of the biggest challenges academically is that there are most kids who aren't doing anything wrong, but there's always that one kid and they throw out the whole bunch.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that everybody gets penalized for one kid's misbehavior.
Yes.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were to kindly speak to teachers in middle schools, how would you, one, encourage them? And two, how could you explain what would really be helpful in the classroom?
How I encourage them, I tell them, well, you're doing a really good job teaching us this stuff and you're doing all that. But I would also say we need to do more hands-on activities because I have this teacher, Mrs. Blank.
Okay.
I'm not going to say her name. And she does some really cool stuff. She does a lot of hands-on activities. She lets us do cutting, and she lets us do all these different projects, and we all learn stuff from them. Like my science midterm. Well, she did this whole end games merchant review, and the prize was like a little Infinity Gauntlet keychain.
Right.
And it was super fun because everybody got to do it, and it was a competition. I just think we need some more spirit in the classroom.
Okay, so you're saying this teacher specifically is very good at hands-on, engaging the students.
Yeah, because,
now this teacher, I know who you're talking about. She's also pretty strict, right?
She's strict,
but she's caring.
Yeah.
So you're saying the key for a middle school teacher is engage, be kind, caring, but also have boundaries and be strict.
It's kind of like one of the, what's a good way of saying it? It's kind of like a leash, Like, you should let them go for a little, let them run around for a little bit, but you have to be able to have the ability to pull it back. So my point is that students can learn and have fun, but that does not mean people think that the only way for kids to learn is pass them a note packet. Half the time we just read the blanks and put the things in. We don't read the sentence.
Right.
So they just need to get rid of that kind of system.
Mm-hmm.
And we just need to do games, like they attribute to it. Like when we do fun games, everybody pays attention.
Mhm.
Why? Because they know there's like a little there's some fun, and they know that it's academic.
Right.
Because sometimes it's just like we just need to be treated like, hey, we're not robots, we're not just gonna take we can take in information, but we also like to have fun.
Yeah.
And like
being a teacher is a hard job.
It is, but part of it being a hard job is not the hands-on engagement, because people are so energized in class. Why? Because we get 30 minutes. Like at my school, we have like 30 minutes in gym. So it's like minus the warm-up, so that's like 15 minutes of running and playing. It's not even always running and playing. Sometimes they make you walk.
Yeah. So you're saying it'd be better to have more energy out.
Yeah, it's just we need more energy out.
Yeah.
And hey, bring back recess. I don't know.
Bring back recess.
Something like that.
Well, they do that in a lot of countries, right?
Right. Just they need to stop treating it like a daycare and a school. And it needs to be
So that's not just about the teachers, though. That's about families, right?
It's not just about the teachers. It's not just about the families. It's just a mix of both.
Yeah.
It's just, I think that you can teach somebody, but also make it really, really fun.
Sure. Okay. Well, so I think that's a lot for middle school teachers to hear. I like that. And I wonder if other middle schoolers are listening to this might give them courage, right? To have those conversations in their school. So let's get to the exciting stuff.
Okay.
Christmas is next week.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to?
I just can't wait to see till my dad sees what I got him and see what I got you, and I can't wait to see all that. I can't wait to see my own presents. Me too, and I can't wait to see all your guys' reactions. And that's my favorite part of Christmas, seeing other people open up your gift.
Yeah.
And my second favorite part is my dad's taking me to Six Flags.
You guys get to do some fun stuff. So a big blessing for our family, right?
Yeah.
We have that blessing that our dad works really hard for us, and we can go do fun stuff. Yeah. So, well, I've had a lot of fun. So what do you think about this whole thing that mom does podcasts and
it's pretty cool.
Mom going to school to be a counselor? What do you think about all that?
It's pretty cool, actually. I like it. Then you can be female Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Colt told me today I could be Dr. Piper, like Dr. Pepper. So we were kind of laughing about that. Well, Colton, I have had so much fun with you today. Thank you for joining us and kind of sharing a little bit about your 2021, your goals for 2022, and some insight and encouragement for kiddos your age and for teachers. So thanks, everybody. It's a quick one today. I'm hoping I can bring my eldest son on as well and include him in some of these conversations. Be sure to stay tuned. We still have a couple weeks left in this year, and we'll make sure that I do my end of year. But thank you again, everyone. We hope you are well, you're healthy, and we're praying for you in this season. Talk to you all soon. Thank you for joining me today on the Piper Harris Coaching Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it on your social media, share it with your friends and your family. And if something really spurred or stirred inside of you, send me a message. I'd love to chat with you more about how you can rebuild and you can find healing and vitality in your life. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, and you'll hear from me soon in future episodes.